Welcome to Lesson 1, Basic Fundamentals. At the conclusion of this lesson, you should be able to load and prepare data, write some basic formulas using DAX, that's Data Analytic Expression, and create basic data visualizations. As you can see, I already have the Power BI desktop open. The data I'll be loading is from two different versions of the same data. The SharePoint list, Office Supply Sales, and the Excel file, Sample Office Supply Sales. We'll import data from the Excel spreadsheet first. So we can either start here where it says import data from Excel. We can go up here where it says Excel workbook. We can also go here and get it under get data. I'm going to just take it from the first one. And the spreadsheet we'll be using, Sample Office Supply Sales. Now in the Navigator dialog box, we can see under Sample Office Supply Sales that we have a table, and you notice a table because it has a blue line across the top. And this is the actual sheet in the spreadsheet. So I'll bring that up real quick so that you can see what I'm talking about. Sales sheet is down here, right? But the table name itself, if you go to table design, is sales orders. And we're going to import this table. So put a check mark here. And we're going to go to transform data, which will take us to the Power Query editor. We'll do that so we can take a look at our data and prepare it. Okay, so we have customer, region, order date. All these look good. Items, units, these are all things we're going to need. Until we get to the very end here, we have item type and path. I do not need either one of these. So I can select it with a left click, do the control and another click, right click, remove the columns. And that's all we're going to do here in the Power Query editor for now. So we'll go up here to under the Home tab to close and apply. Now we'll import the same data from a SharePoint list. We do that by going up to Get Data, and under Get Data dropdown, we do More. And in the Get Data dialog box, we'll type in the first few letters of SharePoint, and that'll bring up different options under SharePoint. We want the SharePoint list. So click it and connect, or you can just double click it. Here we want the site URL only, right? So it's not the list name, it's only the site URL. Click OK. And inside the Navigator, we're going to go down to Office Supply Sales. There it is. And there's quite a few, you can see in the preview here, columns that we're not going to need. So I'm going to go to Transform Data, which will take us to the Power Query editor. In the Power Query editor, I'm not going to try to explain what each one of these fields are, but the main fields we need are the ones that we saw in the spreadsheet earlier, right? Customer, order date, and those kinds of things. So these other ones, I'm going to go ahead and get rid of them. Take just a couple of seconds. I'm going to speed through this. And the way I do this is I do hold down the control button and then left click to do more than one. So I'll do these and remove those columns. Where it says a different table's ID, like this one says items ID, we're not going to need the ID because we're going to have the actual field. These are lookup fields at SharePoint. I'm going to get rid of this one. We don't need these, sales rep ID and the city state ID. We don't need those. So go ahead and get rid of them. Region ID, don't need it as well. Select title, and then here I'm going to hold the shift key down, left click, and that selects all those columns. that I don't need, and I'm going to remove them. Now, this is why we don't need the items ID, because we have the actual items list here. It's a lookup list that in SharePoint, the Office sales list is actually the Office supply sales list is pulling from these other lists. So I can import them in here like this. This, you want to left click the expand button, and that's the one that's right here to the right side, right? So left click that, and all we need is the title field in this. And I do want to use the original column, so okay. And we're going to do the same thing for sales rep. And city state. And then region. And author we don't need, editor we don't need, so get rid of both of those and remove them. Now also I don't need title after each one of these, so I'm going to double click these fields and I'm going to take title out. Okay, now we also want to look at the data types, right? So when you see it has like ABC 1, 2, 3, that means it's a general data type, and that's okay for most things. But now this is a date field. In a date field, we don't want, that's not general data. That's an actual data type, this date. So we want to left click that and then go down to date. That changes the icon. Instead of the ABC 1, 2, 3, now it is a calendar icon. Quantity, we want that to be just a number, right? So I actually want it to be a whole number. Units general, that's good. Unit cost, now I want that to be currency. So you get the dollar sign there, and so we do currency. And the same with company cost. And the rest of these look good. So now we go to close and apply. And that's it for working with SharePoint. Now you have the exact same data that we loaded in the from the spreadsheet. Okay, in the data pane, we can see our sales orders table. And in our sales orders table, we have everything in the fields we just talked about in the Power Query editor. But there's one thing that we don't have here, and that is a total. And that wasn't in the original spreadsheet. So I want a total sales. I got the unit cost and I have the quantity. So I'm going to multiply these two against each other, right? So to do that, I'm going to do it with a measure. I'm going to right click sales order, sales orders table, and then new measure. You can also go to the ribbon and do new measure from there as well. And I'll go ahead and make this a little larger so we can see it. Okay. And it's going to be total sales. And I'm going to use the SUMX function, which you could read here. It says it returns the sum of an expression evaluated for each row. So it's going to iterate over each row of the table, over the sales orders table. So it's the sales orders table. Then I want it with the quantity. And then times, which would be the asterisk. And then it's going to be the unit cost. You see how I did that? I started typing and then it filled in for itself. Power BI is very, very good that way. And then we can close it. Now let's create a couple of visuals. First, we'll do a bar chart. Pull it down here a little ways. And we're going to do it with the customer. and total sales. Okay, and then we can also do, let's do the donut. We're going to do the sales reps and the total sales. Then we can also create a slicer. Slicer is like a filter, right? And with this slicer, that's way too big there. Bring it up here. And I'm going to have the regions in the slicer. And under the filters here, we really don't have any blanks, so I don't want that showing up there. So take it out with right there. And then also, I don't want it to be check boxes. I want it to be a drop down instead. So I can go, this is the formatting right here. So we click on it while we have this selected. And then we go to slicer settings, and it has vertical lists, tile, and drop down. Actually, let's use tile. So we can use the tiles, bring it up like that. And now we can see the West region, East, and the Central.